Right, guys, welcome back to the Beautiful Struggle podcast. Thank you to all the listeners over the past, how long are we doing it for now? Well, past 10 episodes, this is episode 11.
Yep.
Obviously, big shout out as well to the sponsor of the podcast, Chosen Few.
Chosen Few, yes.
We've got the Welshman, not the Irishman. Yes. Jay Davies, the Dragon.
The Dragon.
Yes.
The Giant in the Giant's bottom of the garden layer. And we've got a special guest today, Azeez the Beast.
Yes.
We're going to get into Azeez's background, upbringing, where he's been, and what he's planning in the future, because there's some serious deep topics we're going to get into.
Yeah, I think he's not going to hold back.
Definitely, I'm not holding back today. I feel like, it should be real in life, and I'm just going to open up and talk and just be me.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, awesome.
Welcome to the Beautiful Struggle,
yeah,
bro.
It's actually a really nice setup. So, guys, I'm really impressed.
You did seem impressed when you walked in.
He's so chilled and he's so cozy in here.
Yeah.
I was going to say, you're warm enough. You got the shorts and the tee on.
This is
brave boy.
This is proper. So,
Awesome.
good work, guys.
That's
I like
good,
it.
We're going to get into it. I guess the first thing, really, because not everyone's going to know Azeez. I know you through bodybuilding.
Yeah.
I think we should start right from the beginning.
Yeah.
Not even from the bodybuilding.
Yeah.
Because you obviously, your upbringing, where you're from, and then how you got into bodybuilding.
Yeah. So obviously I'm from Nigeria, so my parents' background, and I came here to UK when I was like 10 years old.
Yep.
Didn't know a word of English or anything.
Yeah.
So obviously that was a hard challenge for me to overcome in terms of like learning from the scratch.
And how old are you now, bro?
I'm 27 now. So like, obviously, I came when I was so young, didn't have a clue about speaking English. Everything was just so new to me. So I had to go to high school, and even with teachers talking to me, I didn't even have a word what they were saying, a clue what they were saying. So, to actually help me with my English, I was watching soaps. I was watching like EastEnders, Coronation Street, and I was picking it up. And I started watching it every night, and I started picking up English and stuff like that. So that's a massive thing for people that don't know how to speak English to learn. I was actually watching soaps and hearing them talk, and weirdly, my English got better.
Yeah.
So
you didn't get the Cockney accent from
so
the Rovers. What sort of Rovers? What is it? Queen's Head? Queen's Vic?
Queen Vic. Queen Vic.
So it did help me that massively.
Yeah.
And it's good. It's been a long journey. And in terms of like getting into bodybuilding, obviously, I'm quite a sportive guy anyway, so I used to play football, played for Wakefield FC, and I got into rugby as well.
Yeah.
I played rugby for Queens. That's a Leeds team. That is like a tough team in Leeds.
I could imagine you as a rugby player.
Yeah.
You got that powerful...
Yeah, power. I was actually like a second row, and sometimes I'll play prop. I was very aggressive and strong.
Yeah.
And then because when I was younger, I used to be quite like an angry kid, but the reason why I was like that, because when I was younger, a lot of guys in my class used to like laugh at me and trying to take me because I couldn't speak English.
Yeah.
And I used to be quite angry for no reason.
Yeah.
And I used to be quite like, oh, why is this happening to me? So I got into rugby. I used it to channel my aggression.
Built up aggression, just
to
using
progress into it. So I used to just be... They used to put me on just to literally smash people.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed rugby, and actually had a few trials at different clubs as well. That and in terms of like training wise, I wasn't really into training until I was about 17, just about to turn 18.
Yep.
I went into the gym with my brother, and I used to play rugby at the same time as well. So I used to go into the gym for like 20 minutes. And I used to just always do my biceps before rugby training.
Pump before the game.
Just a quick pump. And a guy called Jay Pickup, and I still see him there and then now from Wakefield, and he used to say to me, how come every time I see you, you're always training biceps? And the first gym I stepped into was Exercise for Less in Wakefield.
Yeah.
And I said, all I see you do is train biceps.
Yeah.
And I'm like, because I don't have a clue what I'm doing. I don't know anything else.
Arms every day, bro.
I know my bicep got really big.
Yeah.
And he showed me how to do exercises for legs, and which I'm still grateful for today, because he actually built up my core development, and I started training properly, and I fell out of love with rugby.
Yeah.
I started training, I started building my physique up, and I went into my first competition. I went to watch Rob Taylor, I went to watch him at the British. That's when he won the British.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so And I was really amazed. That was my first ever competition I've ever watched. And I just sat in the crowd. I think it was Leeds Town Hall.
Which year was that?
It was a long time ago. It must have been about 2013 or something. Or
13, 14,
14, something like that.
Yeah.
And I was just amazed with what he did on stage. I was like, oh my God, I need to do that.
Yeah.
I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to give it a shot.
Did you know him? Did you know him at that time as well?
No, I didn't have a clue. I didn't know nothing about him.
Yeah.
And I thought I like his stage presence and how he came across really hungry on stage. I thought this guy is the real deal.
Yeah.
So obviously I went to approach him backstage. Literally, I left as soon as he won. Walking backstage, you must have think this guy's crazy. I just walked through everyone. I was like 18 years old. I would just walk through everyone.
Yeah.
I went to speak to him. I don't think I was even 18 yet. I was just about to turn 18. I said, listen, man, I'm from Aziz. I'm from Wakefield.
Yeah.
I just loved what you've just done on stage, blah, blah, blah. Just full of starstruck. I was like, wow, this is amazing. And he said, right, come to my gym on the next week.
Yeah.
After the show. He goes, come to my gym week after. I didn't even wait till the week after. I went that weekend.
Yeah.
I went to his gym. I thought, I'm going to make this happen. So I went, he looked at me, my physique and stuff, and he said, you got good potential. So, because what you eating and stuff, I'm there eating sandwiches, obviously 2 meals a day before rugby, sandwiches, whatever mum's made. So I just
It didn't last, It didn't last.
whatever.
Done that every week.
It happens every podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, leave it. It's
We'll
fine.
leave that there for now. But obviously I just used to have a sandwich or whatever mum's made me, and and he said, you're gonna have to switch up your diet.
Yeah.
We need to up your food, to more frequently. So I started having 5 meals a day.
Yeah.
And I struggled. It was a big struggle because I didn't that routine of having regular meals. I'm not used to it. And as soon as I started eating on clock, my body started to improve. So I stuck to it, and I kept coming in, doing my weekly check-in, started building, and got into it. And people used to just look at me at gym saying, "This kid can be next level if he wants it." So I stuck to it. We planned to do my first competition, which was the Saxon Classic. I'll never forget that. It was the Saxon Classic, PCA. So it was actually one of my favorite competitions I'd done because I had rivalries in that competition, like people like Roshane, people like that. They were like
Body bag.
Roshane body bag. He used to hammer me on social media.
Did
He used to call me out.
He was one of my first shoots, Roshane. When I first started Magic Eye, Roshane, Dean, and Guy Harding. I think.
Yeah, Guy Harding. Yeah, them
boys.
two were like the main guys. Yeah, them two used to hammer me on social media. I only just started to get used to social media then. I didn't even know how to probably post the story.
Yeah.
But them two used to literally hammer me saying, "Oh, we're gonna body bag Aziz, body bag him."
Because how old was you at this point? First show?
I was like just about to turn 19.
Right. Yeah,
so my first show, it was actually my show day was my birthday.
Got you.
So like, I remember. So like, obviously, them boys were calling me on social media, and Rob were like, "Listen, they're good guys, but they're not on your level. You need to just show these boys what time it is." And I love his attitude. Rob was like, "You need to just show them what time it is." So we got diet in. I came in really conditioned and everything. Yeah. And I can remember when Rob said to me backstage, he goes, don't even entertain it. Don't even take your stuff off. Just keep it on. Fuck with their heads. Yeah. And see what they got to say. Yeah. And I remember we really played mind games with them. We made sure them lot got the kit off. And before we went on stage, I just whacked my kit off. And the eyes dropped to like, fucking hell, this kid is really about it. Yeah. And we walked on stage and I just smashed it. And won my first competition.
That's
just
sick,
cleaned all of them out.
Make a statement.
And I made a statement. I thought, wow, that was really good. I enjoyed that. And that was, and from there we just started moving.
So when you met Rob that first time, how long was it to the first show?
We were maybe 12 weeks or something, maybe a couple of
really?
weeks.
That's it?
Yeah,
So straight in?
Got
you.
Straight in. It was like 12, 15 weeks, something like that. I was just so determined to do it. I was like, listen, I wanna do it. I wanna get to that stage. You know, what you've just done was amazing. I wanna be that person too.
Guess, like, if you can remember back, putting the transition from the diet was obviously crazy difference. So did you put weight on through the prep? Did you growing into it?
Yeah, so that's what my body is really capable of doing. So like, I grow into my prep. In off season, I just look normal.
Yeah.
But when I'm prepping, you know, you see certain stuff that you probably didn't see in off season. My body just molds itself into like prep. So, and I bring mad striations that I don't see. So I bring mad striations, and I just grow into the prep. And we just brought the whole package. Really shocked everyone back. I can remember people coming backstage to me to be like, "Wow, that's amazing!" And from there, we did the first show. And I think I went into another show straight away. We just kept going. Yeah. We kept smashing all the junior shows, turning up. We just started making loads of noise. I remember
just having a good run.
Having a good run at it.
Yeah.
Was it 2016 when did you win the juniors and the weight class?
Yeah, so it was around that time anyway. So prep for the British Championship.
Yeah.
And it was 2016 that actually 2016, 17. Yeah, it was. So like I got ready for that. After winning the qualifiers and stuff, so I got ready for British Championship, and I'm sure I competed against, you know, I can't remember exactly the competitors, but I remember one of them that brought into it, but it's called Joe Farrell.
Yeah, Junior.
Joe Farrell. He was really good. He was always conditioned. And I would always, if I'm competing, I'd always like to know what I'm competing against.
Yeah.
And trying to know what sort of condition.
Is it Joey or Joe?
Joey Farrell.
Yeah, because Joey's like one of my clients.
Yeah,
from
Welsh Joey.
Yeah, it's him. It's him. He's a kid, Welsh kid. Yeah. I still talk to him there and then.
Great physique.
Great physique. He had lines in his legs.
Yeah.
He brought the condition. I thought this kid would be hard to beat because it might not be huge.
Yeah.
But this kid is dangerous in terms of bringing the condition, and he's got them lines. And I thought, I've got them lines and I've just got more size than him.
Yeah.
I thought I need to hammer my legs more because his legs are good, but I need to make mine more filling, more fuller.
Yeah.
So, and I brought that to stage, and honestly, he's a good kid. He came second, I came first.
He's waxed some size on now, from what I've seen.
Yeah. He's got phenomenal legs. Legs.
His legs are unreal. His lines in his quads, hamstrings, everything's good. He can bring the glutes as well. So I thought if I'm going to bring something like that, we need to push extra harder. And the prep, I really enjoyed the prep actually because I can never, you know, with Rob, I've got to give him credit all the way. I see him as not just a brother, as a family, because he pushed me. If it weren't because of him, I won't be known pretty much. He pushed me to achieve what I wanted to achieve because, you know, being such a young age, we had loads of distractions and my age group were partying, getting fucked every weekend. I was in gym. You know, Rob were coming from Barnsley to Wakefield to make sure I do my cardio. He was such a good person, you know. Yeah. He made sure I did my cardio, make sure I got up, and we used to go to gym really early, like 5:30 a.m. He used to watch me do my cardio, so they were like full on me.
I get that impression of Rob, because obviously I've dealt with Rob and stuff, and we're pretty tight, and I get that impression that when he sees something in someone that's genuine, he'll run with you all the way.
He's with you all the way. Yeah. Like he used to say to me, like, Aziz, you're gonna be not just a pro, you're gonna be Olympia, because you're gonna make it. It's up to you if you want it. And he saw that potential in me. He said you just need that work ethic. You need to make sure you're hammering every day. Fuck what everyone else is doing. Focus fully on you. And you know, he's such a good coach. And obviously, he's a good person as well. So we used to turn up to competitions. And people will not even come to that competition. They'll think, fuck that, them two are coming, we're going to stay in bed. So we had to...
When did you compete then? If 16... I remember 16 because you won the 2 first places at the British Finals, which is obviously a rare thing to do.
Yeah.
The juniors in the weight class. And then I saw you at the... what was it called? The Diamond Cup.
Yeah, I did the Diamond Cup.
And you won your class there as well.
I won my class of Diamond Cup with Rob, and... I think at the Diamond Cup one, I won that, and we did another competition after.
Did you compete in 17, or is that when was the last time you competed?
I think last time I competed was 2019.
Okay.
Obviously that show I prepped myself for it. I did.
Was that the Ben Weeder?
I remember actually. Yeah.
It was the Ben Weeder. That was horrible. That I was too much in the bed with the show. I could have kept my composure and be more relaxed. I was
Mate, that's the first time I'd ever seen you because I was filming the Ben Weeder.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And I was like, who is this guy on stage with all this energy just going at
too
it?
much energy.
Yeah. It was great for me, mate, because my footage was class.
Yeah.
I was like, this is going in the edit. Job done. That's my edit
Jump
done.
in the back.
I would just jump in the bar.
Yeah.
I was like, come on, it's game over. In my head, I thought I was like untouchable in my head. But
up till then, have you lost?
I've not lost any shows. I've won every show.
Yeah.
Do you think
not really lost.
Do you think not losing made you that way on stage? Do you think
not losing made me that way, and because I thought my name was already out there.
Yeah.
And I thought it was my first show that was my mum's ever been to as well.
Yeah.
And I think that triggered me too much to be too hyper.
Yeah.
Because the show was packed. I couldn't see nobody. All I could see is my mum.
It was rammed,
It was rammed, and I could just see my mum on stage. I was like, yes, come on.
Yeah.
I thought it was too much.
Yeah.
I just needed to relax and just zone out. But, it's one of those, and it's a
hard,
learning
man.
curve.
Yeah.
Emotions again, innit?
Yeah.
I think composure on stage is a hard thing to master, isn't it? Because it comes with a level of confidence. Sometimes the energy is like to mask maybe a little bit of nerves. But we're going to that's the intro to 2019, because that's when we're going to get deep into this podcast where we get to know you properly.
100%.
One thing I want to cover first is Nigerian genetics, man. What's happening?
It's absolutely ridiculous, like...
What do you think, seeing Samson and obviously Andrew and William and all these people with these genetics?
It's absolutely ridiculous. Do you know what? That's the true Nigerian genetics, Yeah. Whether these guys lifted weight or they didn't lift weight, they're still going to be good physique because, my little brother is 16 years old and he's 6'4" or 5, something stupid. Like, he's taller than me and he's big. I'm thinking even... I don't leave home. When I do go out to catch with my mum and stuff, I see him, I think, how the fuck?
Yeah.
How is he so tall? I'm
crazy.
thinking, how is he so tall?
Yeah.
And he's bigger than me. And, I'm thinking, it's the genetics, where we come from, the bloodline. My dad is a big, tall guy. So it's like 6'8", 9". He's a big guy in general. I think that's where the genetics come from with my family, through my dad and stuff. So, even people that don't work out, they still look good. I just think it's the genes from day one. Yeah. It's very hard to see a Nigerian that's not in some sort of shape. It's very hard. They've got to have something about them.
Yeah, made for it.
Yeah.
I had a funny story yesterday. I was in the barbers and guy cutting my hair. Not into bodybuilding at all, but this is obviously the consensus from just average Joe person as well. He says, how do you get on competing against the black guys? He goes, what do you mean? And he says, well, they've got an advantage, aren't they? Because they're more muscular naturally. And I was like, just in my head, that was a weird thing coming from a normal person.
Yeah.
But it's true. Because if I feel as though, as a bodybuilder, if you say that, it could be deemed as being racist.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's the fact, isn't it?
It's the fact. I mean, like, it's just the fact, innit, really? Yeah. It's, everybody knows that, like, it's just the genes is mad.
Yeah. But it's seen across all sports as well. Like, I played basketball growing up from 14 till, like, probably like 4 years ago. And the black guys used to come up against some of my best friends.
Yeah. I mean, it's just Aziz has got genetics times 2 because he's got calves as well.
I know. My calves is coming on, so
man.
There's a lot more body parts I need to improve on, like my hammies and stuff like that. But I feel like there's not so much I'm missing, and I just need to polish everything and come in a lot harder for my next competition.
I think it's good as well because obviously whether the genetics there or not, the guys obviously killing it now. They're all working hard, including yourself as well. It's the work that the genetics will only take you so far.
The genetics don't wake you up at silly o'clock that I wake up. I mean, like,
I've seen you on the bike at like 3:40.
I'm always and that's not even whether I post or not. I'm always waking up, and I'm not like I'm tired.
Yeah.
My body just tuned itself into getting up at that time because people think I just jump on bike, I do my cardio. I'm not. I'm doing an email.
Yeah.
I'm sending an email at that time. I'll have my breakfast, have my vitamin, do an email. Then I'll have 2-hour nap. Then I'll set off for work at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
And I'll finish at 3 o'clock. And I'll go back home, eat, have a nap, and go train. Yeah. Sometimes, I'm not saying it's the best way, but sometimes I don't nap and I go straight to gym. But if I do nap, I tend to feel like if somebody rings me while I'm sleeping, it makes me more like anxious. I'm like, like, because I'm disturbed with my sleep. So it makes me, I feel like crap. But if I just wake myself up from a nap, I'm like,
man.
Good to go again.
So I feel like he's, as you know, as a bodybuilder, it's good to nap. Like, you know, Jay Cutler is one of my favorite bodybuilder.
Yeah.
He used to do something similar to that. Probably sleep during the day and nap, and more for recovery.
They say don't you rest where you grow. So you grow and you rest and you sleep. I mean, I've never been a big napper, but that's because I'm one of these. If I nap, I feel more tired.
Yeah.
Don't want to do anything. So I'm like scared of napping.
Yeah.
Because I think I'll just like won't do anything at all.
Yeah.
But I know a lot of people that nap and prioritise sleep over many things. And they're big guys, so that definitely works.
Yeah, because it's your brain that's tired, really.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's not you, it's just your brain. I feel like I run better on 5-6 hours sleep than I do if I have half 10 hours.
Me too.
If I had more hours sleep, I'd just be absolutely knackered.
I'm the same.
I feel like I'm hungover.
When you're asleep longer, it's like it takes you longer to wake up.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah. I was going to say something, actually. We're talking about genetics and hard work and everything like that. I actually remember there's I don't know when it was, but it's around between 16 and 18, 2016 and 18. I saw the come up.
Yeah.
I saw your physique. I saw you winning.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm one of these people that I want people to do well.
Yeah.
I remember the days of Instagram, obviously we're still in the thick of it.
Yeah.
But I remember seeing a video and I think, I don't know what it was, but I remember what happened. I think I commented saying basically, I know you can be even better than you are. Yeah. Because I know you got the genetics to be like the best.
Yeah.
And I feel as though at the time, I think I was thinking, this kid's getting a bit comfortable.
Yeah.
So my idea is to give you a bit of a kick up the
arse.
But I think social media, and especially like writing shit, sometimes it come across the wrong way.
Yeah.
And I think at the time you might have took it
wrong.
Offensive.
Yeah.
Well, I was like, no, this kid's got it.
Is it underlying beef here? Is it?
No, I don't think so.
I think I remember that.
Yeah.
I just want something for the clickbait, that's all.
Yeah, man, underlying beef.
I think that podcast
it might have been a podcast.
It's
a
podcast.
Could have said something on a podcast.
Yeah.
I think you might have trained with Cuba.
Cuba,
Doing legs, and I'm like,
Cuba,
I know Aziz can train hard. He's got
Cuba.
it all.
Yeah.
So I think that's a nice moment to start because 19 suffered the first loss.
Yeah.
What went through your head at that point, and like what's kind of led you to this stage now?
Yeah. So obviously my ups and downs has been absolutely mad because when I did my competition myself. Oh,
fully gone.
Fully gone now. I blame Jay for that.
I gotta get some screws on that, Anna.
Would we be able to cut that out?
Nah, we keep it in, man.
Oh, keep it in.
It's just comedy. It's comedy.
Take two or comedy.
Yeah. Keep it all in.
So, well, obviously with ups and downs and stuff. When I did my prep in 2019, and I actually did the body power after the Ben Weeder. I did the Ben Weeder prep myself.
Yeah.
And I'm prepping yourself, I won't advise it. I feel like you need somebody to have a look at you and give you an honest opinion.
Yeah.
I felt like I had too much pressure on myself. And I wasn't right mentally because I would just like, I'd plan and that's actually getting knowledge from Rob as well.
Yeah.
So gaining good knowledge from him, I'd actually use the ABL protocol that he's used with me, and I'll just keep it simple with my diet and stuff and my supplements. I'll keep everything simple. Then I'll look at my diet and I'll plan every single week as we've been planning since I started. And I'd just do more cardio.
Yeah.
And I'll just keep adding an extra 20 minutes. It got to one point I was doing nearly 3 hour cardio a day. I'm thinking, what am I doing? My head's completely gone.
Yeah.
And I just keep thinking I need more cardio. But I remember when I went prep with Rob, it wasn't even much cardio.
Yeah.
And I thought, I'm overdoing it. I'm doing too much just trying to come in tighter. And I'm thinking, I don't think that's the answer for me.
People don't realise what you're doing there is you're stressing yourself out, aren't you?
I was stressing myself out.
Not having a coach, because they're there to take the stress off you.
Yeah.
And people sometimes can do too much.
I was doing way too much
stress.
My cortisol level were like through the roof, and I was coming in softer and softer.
Your body's like that.
Yeah, it was saying fuck you to me. My cortisol level was through the roof. So I done that anyway. I suffered the loss. I actually went backstage. I didn't pick the trophy up actually.
Yeah.
I can remember coming backstage and I was crying. I must have cried for the fact is my sister, my mum were there. First competition they've been. I cried all the way from London, Watford, all the way to Wakefield.
Yeah.
I cried. I've never cried so much. You'd think 2 hour journey or 3 hour journey would stop me from crying. I genuinely cried all the way home.
I dry was you when you got home.
Oh, I would dry. I got home and I cried all the way. And I thought, what am I doing? Like, I can't believe I'm really letting this get to me so much. Obviously, because that's the competitive side to me. I wanted to win. I wanted to make a statement. I wanted to make my mum proud. And I just did that. I did body power after as well. Yeah. I didn't get the best result, body power. And I just thought, you know what? I'm just going to do what the fuck I want now.
Really? Fuck it all off.
I just fucked it all off. I fell out of love with it. I'm not going to lie. Yeah. I fell out of love with it. And straight away after I did my competition, I don't know what it was. I didn't do my PCT after. And my head just went. And I just started feeling depressed for no reason. I started feeling like anxious and depressed over no reason. Things would be going a bit good, but then I started feeling a little bit like a bit down. And I just stopped bodybuilding pretty much, started going out. But what led me to going out, what most people don't know, is because I had like an itch, some sort of mad itch that it sounds even funnier because I couldn't get a hot shower or hot bath. I couldn't eat one food. I couldn't even train. I'll train for 2 minutes while I'm warming up. Get to like 8 to 10 reps. My body starts to itch from my brain all the way to my toe. Yeah. I'm not even joking. I remember my training partner, Jack. Them boys would... This is a real life me talking to what's been happening. Them boys would have to put cold water on my body to cool me down, or I have to step out of gym. I was training at Ultraflex Normanton. Yeah. I'd have to run out of gym just to cool down and now come in. And I was getting so angry and depressed. I think I can't do what I can't even train. Yeah. Forget bodybuilding. I can't even train for my mental health. I think I can't even train. I thought, I'm done here, man. I went to doctors after doctors. This went on for 2 years. I went to doctors after doctors. They kept doing. They got loads of blood count off me. They got loads of skin graft off me and loads of stuff off me. Yeah. They couldn't figure out what it was. I thought it was washing powder. I was changing my washing powder back to normal. It wasn't washing powder. I couldn't train at all. Honestly, when I mean it was bad, eating one food, if I put my food in the microwave, I couldn't even do that.
That sounds horrendous,
I've had a spoonful of a hot food. My brain started like itching all the way to my toe. And the more I thought about it, the more it itched more. And I thought, am I playing in mind? I was thinking, is it mind games now with me? Yeah. I thought, am I going to be insane or something?
Losing your shit, like.
I thought, am I losing my shit? And they sent me to a dermatology. And even dermatology didn't have a clue. They were like, honestly, they didn't have a fucking clue. I thought, oh my God, I'm fully done here, man. They gave me this tablet called, I can't remember exactly what tablet. I've still got it at home till this day. They gave me this mad tablet. I was taking that tablet. It got to one point I was overdosing on that tablet, thinking it needs to help me. I remember pre-workout before I train, you meant to take 2 hours, take 4 or 5, just to try to stop me. Yeah. And the tablet don't work. It don't work. And the tablet, I was doing my research on it, is like similar to an antidepressant. Yeah. It will make me feel more shitter and shitter. And obviously when you're taking stuff that is not gonna work for what you're trying to hope for it to work, it will bring in side effects. It will make me more down and more shit and tired.
You take one thing to counteract another thing, and then another thing
comes up. I thought, this is not right. I thought, I'm fucked here. So I couldn't train, and at one point I had to get some weights in my garden. And I had to train with like literally my boxer shorts, training in garden, in freezing cold, training in garden, trying to get it out of the way. Yeah. I proper struggled for 2 years. I couldn't figure out, even my mom was just like so worried. My mom was like praying for me, thinking, how come this kid's struggling this much? Yeah. Thinking it was some sort of mad stuff that's happening with me. I was thinking I had cancer. As mad as it sounds, I might have a skin cancer.
I don't know what it is, yeah.
So they kept doing my blood. Honestly, I've never been to hospital and GP so much. They kept doing my bloods. They said it's not cancer because it'll come up straight away. Yeah. It was more frustrating because I didn't know what it was. I thought, fuck me, I can't do what I love to do anymore. And I started going out. I thought, I can't train anymore. I'm just going to turn into a party. Yeah. Started going out, getting absolutely smashed. Yeah. Getting fucked. I stayed out for like a day, 2 days. Yeah. I thought, I can't train anymore. What's the point me not wanting to feel away? Yeah, it was taking the edge away. I was just going out. And the most upsetting thing, people would ask me on the night while I'm absolutely fucked off my head, people would be like, Aziz, when are you getting back on stage?
Yeah.
And it'll make me more depressed.
Oh, yeah.
And every time people weren't bothered about me being on a night out, people asking me, Aziz, when's your next competition? I can't wait to see you on stage. And it made me feel
Kept
like,
reminding you.
Kinda
It
like-
kept reminding me.
That's how you made your name, kind of thing.
Yeah, and I couldn't tell people what the reason why, because if I told people why I'm not doing it, they'd think I'm talking shit. They'll think, what do you mean?
Yeah, people can't understand, can they?
They can't
I stop
understand.
itching, yeah,
I can't stop itching. And I was gonna go to what they're called. You know, when people that speak to you, like to try and is it like a therapy?
Like therapy,
Yeah,
yeah.
I went to a therapy.
Psychiatrist.
Yeah, just trying to think like it's in my head that's triggering it, but it's not my head.
Yeah.
Listen to this. This is mad. They gave me. I went to a GP again, and they sent me to a dermatology again, and they gave me this cream. It's like a cream. It's like a mental cream. It keeps my body freezing. So as soon as I put it out, put it on my face, my head, all the way to my toe, it's like a fucking. It makes your body freezing, like a deep heat, freezing cold.
yeah.
And when I'm training, the cream, I didn't get no itch. I do my warm-up set and stuff, I'll start to feel the itch, but the cream will be that powerful and that cold that my whole body's freezing, but the cream was stopping me from getting that itch.
This is mental.
I swear to God, that cream, I've still got it in my house.
Yeah.
It's the name is going to have me head now, but it's a menthol cream. Yeah. Oh, it's called Democool.
Yeah.
That's the cream, yeah, it's called Democool.
Wow.
You can actually get that cream from normal Boots.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but
But
obviously,
if you're using that cream like every time you train, you
I
must be
was-
going through fucking bottles and
I
tubs
was
of the shit.
fucking going through bottles. I was going through tubs. And my body's big. My body's big as well.
You could be sponsored by them, bro.
I know. I was thinking, fucking hell.
If you miss a bit, you got
And
to
do you know what it is? Yeah, that cream is not easy to get either. Sometimes Boots don't have it, so I have to pre-order the cream. So I'll get 2 massive tubs, then I'll pre-order more before that even lasted.
Wow.
And I was using that cream, and I thought, fuck me, that cream is freezing cold. My eyeballs freezing, the head's freezing, brain freeze, everything head to toe. But it made me train.
Yeah.
And one day, this is a miracle, this. And I thought, I'm going to stop using this fucking cream. And I'm just going to it's been 2 solid years. My mate can vouch for this. 2 years of me going through this mentally. I was going through some mad depression with it because I couldn't train.
Yeah.
Started taking drugs, started getting fucked. I thought, fuck me. To that point, I just had it. And obviously, within that 2 years, my dad passed away as well. And it made things even worse. And I thought, fuck me, I'm done here, man. And I was just going out, getting absolutely off my head. And I wasn't doing what I meant to be doing, just going out. I was just fully down and depressed. I thought, I had some, and that's not for you, because where I come from, mental health is not a massive thing where I'm coming from. In Nigeria, like, it's not a common thing. We didn't have, as a kid, I didn't even have a phone, but I was happy.
Yeah.
I was buzzing. I was playing football, running up and down the street. I was really happy.
Yeah.
And now, I'm in UK, I've got everything I need, and I'm fucking depressed.
Mad down.
I'm down in dumps.
The more you have, and fucking.
And I was so depressed. I was so sad. I was thinking, at one point in my head, I started thinking, obviously, with my dad passing as well, with that itch getting worse, I was thinking, I can't be out living anymore. And my head was just doing all the mad stuff. I thought, you're stronger than this, Aziz. I need to remember my background. You're stronger than this, and I need to stop doing this.
Yeah.
And I just thought, I need to stop going and getting smashed, because every time I'm getting smashed, next day, I'm down in dumps. I'm going to come down. I'm more depressed.
Yeah.
This is a circle. What the hell am I doing? But people didn't know that I had this going. They just thought he's just a party. He's not bothered. But they didn't think fucking all that mad stuff were going on. My mates, Jack Bungle, all them boys, they're my close mate. They're seeing all that going on.
Yeah.
And I thought, and it's not even an itch that is bearable. Honestly, I won't even wish that itch on my worst enemy.
Yeah.
It was so bad to the fact that I couldn't even eat warm food. I couldn't do
crazy,
anything.
man.
I thought, fuck this. So I started getting drunk, just
on one.
staying out for a few days. Even my mum knew. My mum like, he's not happy.
Yeah.
My mum knew. Your own mother is always gonna know what's happening with her son.
yeah.
I
And
thought,
she's obviously dealing with the loss of your dad as
yeah,
well.
yeah. So
And
it
then
was so
obviously
hard
you're
for
doing
her
it.
as well.
Yeah.
And I was like, I remember I'd be laid in bed and I come down and I'd just cry for ages. And I'd just be so emotional. And I would just feel like, why is this happening to me? And I'd just be like, feel like giving up. This is just happening for no reason.
Yeah.
And I'm usually a strong person. I thought this is bad. So I'd just stop. Oh, sorry guys, I feel a bit emotional.
Mate, honestly,
I need to. I just feel like
it's understandable.
Just feeling like emotional for no reason. Oh, sorry.
There's not no reason. It's not no reason because you've been through some shit.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's some
big
that's some
stuff.
real shit. Like when we've talked on the podcast about people going through shit and then putting stuff online.
Yeah.
We didn't know none of this. You never put this out
Yeah,
there.
so like
this is what
I just
you've been
feel like
going
really
through.
bad, feel like emotional and that. And I just felt like I need to stop going out because this is making me worse now. It's making me worse. So my mum just said to me, you need to remember where you come from. You need to stop doing this and stop getting into all this. You need to channel it and use it as something. So, and it was just getting to the point I felt like I couldn't see the light underneath on the tunnel.
Yeah.
So I just thought, you know what, Aziz, you need to stop doing this. So I just thought I'm gonna be mentally strong. I'm gonna come out of it, and then massive miracle happened. I believe in God massively, and I just stopped. I just kept positive. Stopped the cream, using the cream. I thought I'm gonna stop using this cream and just try and just let my body recover and trying to figure out what's happened. Stop the cream. Honest to God, I've not had that itch since to this day. That just it just went out of my body. I ringing my mate, I ringing my mum. I'm not having this itch anymore. It's gone.
Wow.
My mum was like, "What? It's only been one day. Give you a couple of maybe weeks and that." The itch went. No medication,
weird,
nothing. I stopped everything
And
they were giving me.
No explanation from doctors.
No
or
explanation for a doctor. I rang doctor because I'm not even having this itch anymore. Doctor were like, "Hey, you serious? No." They were so shocked.
Yeah.
That itch completely went. I thought,
Crazy.
fuck me. And I've always wanted to let people know the reason why I've been off so long.
You know, the thing is, this is like amazing to hear as well because this is going to go to so many people.
Yeah.
People don't know what's happening. People only see the Instagram. People only see the highlight reel.
Yeah.
And they say what they want sometimes without even thinking about what that person might be going through.
Yeah.
And I've always said, if you don't have anything good to say, don't fucking say it.
100%.
But there's people out there, man, that are just trolls and they want to put people down. They want to bring people down to their level as well.
Mm-hmm. All I'm wanting to say anyway, like we all, obviously with the itch that stopped, everything was going fine. The itch stopped. I started enjoying my training.
Yeah.
I started loving, not just bodybuilding, I was loving my actually training because it was good for my head.
Yeah.
And obviously with me not training for that long and not being able to train properly, it created an anxiety for me. It made me feel more anxious and weird. Yeah. And as soon as I started getting into my training, I'm not saying I'm 100% perfect now.
No.
The itch is not there anymore. Sometimes I still get a little bit more anxiety.
Yeah.
And I don't usually get anxiety. When people used to say to me, I feel anxious and anxiety, I didn't used to understand what they used to mean. I think, what do you mean? And I just feel a bit anxiety and stuff being on my own and just everything's good, but it will just come upon me like I'm like trying to get my breath and think I'm feeling a bit anxious here.
Yeah.
But I just go for a walk. So if anyone's feeling a bit anxiety or feeling anxious, go for a walk or just do something you love, or I just be in gym, I'll train.
Yeah.
And my mind starts to trigger and I start to feel happier again.
Clear your head a bit.
Clear my head more. And I'm like, all I'm wanting to say anyway, if you're ever feeling down or feeling like you can't see the light underneath a tunnel, you need to keep going, guys. You never stop there. You know, I've been through it. Most people didn't know that I had such a mad itch going. That itch, I thought, I was thinking it was some mad, sort of mad disease.
Especially if you started Googling shit as well.
Listen to this. I was Googling it. I was like, what makes your body itch? I stopped using a certain moisturizer. I stopped, this is even worse. I stopped eating, doctors got me stop eating chicken. I stopped eating meat. I thought I'm going to turn vegan or some shit. There's not one thing. I even fasted for a couple of days.
Yeah.
I didn't eat for a couple of days thinking it could be what food. And they said to me, doctor, because every time you're feeling the itch, write down the times, write down what food you've just had.
Yeah.
I was doing all that. I had a full diary of it.
Fucking hell.
I did all that. I stopped eating meat. I stopped not eating for a fucking couple of days. The itch was still there. I thought it's clearly enough food. I go, how can it be chicken and rice? I've been fed chicken and rice since I was a little baby boy. Yeah. I thought, fuck me, is that Nigerian food? Our breakfast is chicken and rice? Because it's not going to be that. Yeah. I thought
that might be the trick, actually. That's the genetic trick, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're having chicken and rice for breakfast.
Yeah.
We get brought up on crap.
Fry-ups.
Yeah.
Cereals.
That's
You have some sugary crap for breakfast.
Honestly, it's so healthy out there as well. I mean, everything in Nigeria, everything is real food.
Yeah.
and that's why everyone looks good and happiness, you know, because I totally believe is what you put in your body makes you feel a certain way.
Of course it does.
And you know, everything's so processed nowadays, and.
Do you think that obviously your upbringing would have helped the mindset become strong?
100%.
But do you attribute any benefits to the bodybuilding as well, like doing the shows? We know how strong that has to be for
100%. Mentally, bodybuilding makes you a better person anyway. It gives you a purpose, it gives you a routine and everything. But obviously, my background helped me a lot more. And my mom helped me. She's like my biggest inspiration ever because my mom has been through so much, you know, losing my brother, losing my dad, and my mom is that sort of person. Even when she told me about my own dad, my mom wasn't even crying that much.
Yeah,
my mom wasn't even crying that much.
Show that strength,
because all that strength in her head.
Yeah,
you know, when she was 17 years old, she lost her mom and dad at 17 years old. She goes, "How did you think I felt?" I didn't sit them and say, "Oh yeah, life has got me. I'm not gonna move forward, son." She goes, "You channel it. You come and become a better person." So my mom is my biggest inspiration, someone that I look up to because
cool,
business mindset, everything. She's so spot on. Yeah. She goes, "You don't sit there and feel sorry for yourself. You come up and rise. I didn't raise you up to be like this. You need to get out there and just be strong.
Use it, innit? Use that energy like put into something good.
You can definitely flip it. Yeah. And I think a lot of people, there's a lot of flakes out there these days, isn't they, that aren't going through bad shit.
Yeah.
But to them, it's like the worst thing in the world.
Yeah.
I hate it.
It's like when people, I know some people are different. I'm not saying some people might go through like a breakup and it might really get to them.
Yeah.
And some people might just be somewhere so little, I want that car, I want this. Yeah. And they might just be depressing just because they can't get anything, but they're not really thinking the most gift that God's given you is waking up and being able to live another day. Yeah. You should be grateful for that. So when people come to me or saying they feel stressed because of a certain little stuff, I just think, man, you fucking get a chance to live another day.
Yeah, it's hard then. You got to bite your tongue because obviously you've been through real shit and they're complaining about this minor stuff, and it's like you can't obviously react in a certain way.
Yeah.
Because it's perspective and how they're going through.
100%, and you have to listen to people and obviously be there for them as well. Yeah. But when you go through stuff like what I've been through and what my mom's been through, I'm not saying no one's ever had something worse than that. A lot of people's had more worse, and you know, you just have to keep going. You have to be strong mentally because, you know, and you just always have to think faith and believe that you can overcome this. Because life is a roller coaster, ups and down, and I just want to give it so out there to people, like, you know, don't judge someone just because you might think they might not be at top of the game. There's a reason why they might not be. You know, some people, I remember obviously I wasn't happy because stuff that it's happened in my life with the itch and my dad and all that. I wasn't happy because of that because I was using it as an excuse for myself to party. I was partying because I was depressed. I was stressed out of my mind, and it was making me feel worse. And I remember I'd just be laid there feeling horrible and just hungover and just, I think, well, what the fuck? I didn't really have a vision or where I was going, you know. So I'm just wanting to thank God and, you know, just giving me another chance to obviously like come back and get better. I'm very grateful that you guys invited me to come to this podcast actually because people wouldn't have known about this because I've always wanted to talk about it, but I didn't know how to talk about it. I was thinking of actually making like an Instagram video, you know, just like a normal little video to put on my story, but obviously I didn't know how to go across and talking about it and stuff.
It's hard when you're known for being a kind of a physique as well, like being a big, strong person. They relate the strong exterior with a strong interior.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's hard to be vulnerable, isn't it? To be honest.
It is.
But I think it's a great story, and people are going to learn a lot from this, and obviously not just learn about yourself, but their own probably serious issues that they're going through might make them act better. Before we talk about the comeback, I want to talk about business a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I know you're obviously very into your business, very hardworking, grafter, and that quality is probably come from Rob a little bit as well, because he's a grafter, isn't he?
Oh, he's a top guy I look up to, you know, massively. Not just bodybuilding, I look up to him in life, you know. We still speak, for anyone that's ever wondering, we still speak, we talk, and I still train at his gym as well. It's a great gym, muscle unit gym, and you know, he's a good man, and you know, he's a great bodybuilder as well. I learn a lot from him. You know, I even go to him for advice if I'm ever feeling lost and stuff like that. But he's I mean, like, in terms of like business, it's all going good. I mean, most people don't even know my real what I do as a job. You know, like, they just think it's just gym, eat, sleep, gym. But my job, I actually get houses for people that I'm homeless. So so Monday to Wednesday, I just sit there and people walk into our office in Wakefield called Dominion Training. So they're just walking in there. Sometimes I actually go out in street scouting for people that are genuine, that are actually homeless, and I just make sure I give them the office number just to ring, ask for me or my colleagues and stuff, and they come down. We actually find out the situation and get them in the house and stuff like that. You know.
How did you get into that?
It's actually my mum's friend's business.
Wow.
And he's a religious guy as well, and he goes to he's a pastor, he's got his own business. He's Nigerian as well, and he's built himself up from nothing. Wow. And he's a great man, because not only he's got that business, he's got loads of other businesses as well. So he's a great man to learn from, and honestly, he's really inspiring from what he's had to overcome. So it's a really laid back job. Literally, I don't even feel like I'm at work while I'm sat on computer. I'm actually doing client plans and stuff like that. And multitasking is not even like a job. But I'm not going to lie though, I love doing it, but I could do more days. But I'm only choosing to do 3 days because I obviously, like, training is my full-time as well, full-time job. So I feel like sometimes when somebody walks in and tells the story, I feel like sometimes I can't be in the room. I feel like it triggers a little anxiety to me. So I feel like, ooh, it's a little bit too deep that. And I just feel like, well, I've got to listen. But sometimes he kind of plays a trick on your mind, which is lovely to hear the story and help people out, you know.
It's got to be quite rewarding that though, bro, that job.
Yeah, it's rewarding. It's amazing, you know, to help other people out. And if anyone is, you know, I don't like to say homeless, but I like to say, if someone is needing help or struggling, you know, head to Dominion Training in Wakefield.
That's sick, man.
And the full address is on Google. So come there, we'll help you out, find you a place. So I do that Monday to Wednesday, and my colleagues is there from every day, really.
That's amazing, because you see more and more homeless people these days than ever.
Yeah,
I mean, even I obviously travel a lot with bodybuilding, and you go to other countries. This is a worldwide thing.
Yeah.
So the fact that people out there like yourselves and the companies helping people actively find homes, it's fantastic.
It's good. It's
Perception
rewarding.
is mad, because the first time I met you, you were on that Ben Reader stage. Being all aggressive and going nuts. And then you wouldn't think this guy is doing that outside of that. So, you know,
most people don't know. They just think, oh, he's a PT.
Don't judge a book by its
he's
cover.
He's a PT,
and,
and he does online coaching. But that's my job, you know, and I'm very proud of it. I love doing that, and I'm glad to even be able to speak about this. And so if anyone is lost or needing somewhere to channel, and we also do, because I go to church on Sundays as well. So obviously, like, my boss is a pastor, so I go to church on a Sunday that I'm not busy. I'm not saying I'm a full-on churchgoer. I try to be my best, but I pray every night to, you know, I believe in God. I thank God for everything, because if it weren't for God, I won't be here right now. I want to have to overcome what I have overcome and stuff, so I always think to number one. But yeah, if anyone is struggling, come to Wakefield. We'll help you out. Dominion Training, and it's actually on... the postcode is WF12SD, so if anyone wants help, be able to come through, and we'll listen to you and find you a place.
The comeback.
Yeah.
Have you chose a show?
Yes.
Let's hear the lowdown.
Yeah, but I don't want to really speak too much about the show.
If you don't want to name the show, let me know what the goal is.
Yeah. I'm not gonna name the show, but I will tell you the goal. The goal is to not do it for other people, do it for myself, and come back and come back firing. I know, like, I've had my ups and downs. I'm fully coming back. I'm coming to dominate. You know, I'm coming to dominate without being arrogant, but with being confident and putting the work. I'm already putting the work now, and I'm so grateful to have a great sponsor, DY Nutrition, helping me out through this process. You know, great sponsors, and I just want to thank Darren as well, from DY helping me out, and he's a great person. I'm so excited for this show.
If anything, now you've got the experience, you've got the knowledge, your body's had a bit of a rest, it's fresh, you like settle for business. Stress must be like really an all-time low.
It's an all-time low for me, stress now. I mean, the only probably a bit of stress is when I train and my body's like, oh. Yeah. But apart from that, I'm settled. Got a great missus. Everything is just running. I think things happen for a reason. I feel like
big time.
It happens for a reason. You just got to keep the faith and keep believing in yourself and keep positive. As every day is always, not every day is going to be easy, because it won't be life then. No. You know, never take anything for granted and just keep going. Yeah,
you got to go through the shit sometimes, man.
Yeah,
you've got to go through. It's cliche, and you've got to go through the storm to see the sun, or whatever the saying is. But
100%. So I'm looking forward to actually competing. So I'm not gonna say the show like I said, but I'm coming back with fire in my belly.
How many weeks out do you know?
I've got a lot of weeks. I'm still off season now, so I've started cutting in 6 weeks for it, so I'm excited.
Just trying to work out.
If you are, it's gonna be towards the end of the year. So if you are competing against me, just be ready. And
get ready.
Just get ready, because you know, I'm gonna make a statement by God's willing. I'm gonna come back stronger than ever.
It's good, man.
I'm gonna go through hell with this show. I'm just gonna go through the real. I'm going to bring the condition, the graininess that it's not been seen before. I'm so excited.
I'm excited, man, because I know what you're capable of.
So
and the Nigerian needs another personality Olympian.
100%. Shout out to Samson Duarte. I can't even say his nice
Big
thing,
up Samson.
Big up Samson. You know, that condition and the stage presence as well. Next level.
That's it, man.
It's next level. Big up Rob Taylor. The real Muslim.
We got to get Rob on the podcast. I haven't spoke to him.
Barnsley Pitbull is the real man.
He's allowed on the podcast if he brings some burgers. That's all I'm saying.
No, definitely not allowed.
I swear down, the Carling Cruise Cafe is different level.
Oh yeah.
I'm not even gassing it up.
I think he just opened one at Rotherham as well, right?
Yeah, he has. Yeah. And honestly, fuck me. I go there just on the leg day just to purposely eat that burger. It's next level.
Ultraflex has got one now, haven't they?
Yeah.
Luckily,
get yourself down to Carling Cruise, man. You won't be disappointed. It's next level. 10-10.
Quality.
And also, business is doing well as well. My online coaching. I'm doing. I've got my own app, Azeez Fitness app.
Yeah.
That's on App Store. If you're on Android, you can get that on there as well.
Wicked,
it's doing really well. I'm fully back in the game now. Focus mindset is really focusing stuff, and I feel good. So
having that settled environment outside of the gym is going to make a world of difference.
It's so much better. I mean, like obviously, because I came off rail from bodybuilding, I started going out. Now people know the reason why. Now I'm back focused.
Yeah.
And now with more fire in my belly, I'll be able to see a bigger picture.
Yeah.
And now business is booming, is doing good on coaching, and also doing good mentally and physically. Yeah. And to escape from the people that was going down the wrong direction with that, asking me, Aziz, you want coming out? They only want me to come out to be seen with them.
Yeah.
So I've had to change my number, cut ties with people like that. You know, end of the day, I'm competing.
Yeah.
They've got different lifestyle to me.
Yeah.
They get paid to party. Their party are they feel mint partying. Yeah. I'm not used to that lifestyle. That lifestyle makes me feel depressed. Yeah. I don't need that. No. I'm a positive, energetic guy. I don't need that. So I've had to cut ties with them.
Yeah.
And all I'm saying is, if you are getting distractions in life, guys, you need to cut people that's not irrelevant to your life. You need to cut them off, because that's going to make you feel better. So I've had to think, I need to come back better, cut them off. So I'm literally in weekend. Sometimes I'm not even in Wakefield. I'm out of Wakefield.
Yeah.
I'm out of my own town. You know, stay at my missus, go watch cinema. Don't matter what film, just to keep me mentally occupied. This is what I actually used to do in prep to keep me mentally busy. Yeah. I used to have a monthly cinema pass. Yeah. I used to just go watch a long movie. I used to carry my Tupperware bag, my meal prep bag, and I used to just eat my fish and veg, and I used to watch a random movie.
Just random, yeah.
No popcorn.
No popcorn. By the time I get home, I'm tired. I'm just straight to bed.
Yeah,
definitely.
So there's no distraction for me now. I'm coming in hard and to clean up.
Love it, Jay, I gotta go for a piss.
I am as well.
Squeeze
Can
past.
we have a piss break?
Are you in a piss break?
Yeah.
We've discussed the bodybuilding coming back. I'm excited for it. Hopefully, loads of other people watching this are as well.
Yeah, definitely.
I guess you learnt from last time not to do it by yourself, right?
Oh, definitely
So
not.
is someone helping you this time?
Yeah, I won't do it by myself again because when you're prepping by yourself, it brings loads of stress that are unnecessary for yourself. So Scott is helping me this time round, Team Freaks. So I just want a big shout out to Scott. I'm excited for what's to come. We're both checking in weekly, and he's having a look at my physique. You know, I've only just met Scott. I've had to tell him what food to put me on because obviously I know what food my body reacts to. I know what works for me and what doesn't work for me. So, you know, he just literally having a look at me, and if there's any adjustments that he's making, he will adjust it. But everything's going good so far.
Good, man.
And big shout out to Scott. Thank you for your time and effort. Really.
Because is he part of the DY as well?
Yeah, Scott is part of the DY as well. He's actually mad enough. Like, he's the guy that actually reached out to me.
Oh, really?
He spoke to Darren and DY. He said, there's a guy that I know that is next level, so he'd be good for the brand. So
awesome.
Scott reached out to me, but he's been following me for years, Scott, through my competitions and stuff like that. So which is good because he kind of know what my body's at. And he kind of knows a little bit about me. Which is just like, so if I was to have like a random coach, he knows. You know, my competition that I've done.
With DY, they planning on going to any expos like the Speedboat coming up?
So DY, we've got a lot planned, and I want to mention big thanks to Darren as well. Darren Ware from DY Nutrition, you know, he's the main guy, and he believes in me as well. So, you know, big shout out. He's actually like planned a lot of stuff for them, like a lot of shows. Like, you know, a lot of 2Bro shows and PCA shows as well. So I'm going to be attending myself.
Cool.
I'm actually going to the one in Reading on the 8th of April to set up the stand, and I'm actually going to be staying there for a couple of, maybe like 1 or 2 days, you know, with my missus. So we're just going to set up, and me and her will handle the show ourselves.
That's cool, man.
So I'm looking forward to that, and that going to shows as well will help me more motivation to watch other people.
You get the buzz back, get
the buzz 10 times,
or the itch. If not for a better word.
And I'm either gonna be excited. Either way, I'm gonna be motivated because I know the competition is fucking hard. So
that's what I thought at the time when he was on about the itch. I thought, oh, this guy wants to do something.
The itch to get something done.
No, this guy's got
the real itch.
I'm really excited, you know, just to go and watch the shows and catch motivation.
Well, I think what you got to be careful of, though, right, bro, is that obviously you went through all that shit that we've talked about, and this is going to be your first one back. Just from what I went through with my own emotions last year, that's you got to be careful to kind of rein that in, that emotion. First get it back on stage, innit?
I think
let it get away with you.
If anything, it's going to be a driving force to. You want to make amends really for the 2019, don't you?
100%.
Because I guess we don't obviously have to backtrack. We're going to close out this podcast soon, but when you're used to winning and when you're not really tasted defeat, I always say it's how you come back from a loss. It's that is the character builder. That's the determination of who you are as a person. How you come back from that loss. And this time, I'm very confident you come back and you smash it.
Definitely. I mean, like the loss. Anyone that's ever been good at something or great at something, you know, you got to have a loss on your record, because if you never tasted defeat or any sort of ups and downs, how are you going to be a man? How are you going to come back stronger? I'd always think it'll make you better as a person, not as a competitor, as a person as well, because it's all about how you handle it, which shows you what type of a man you are. So I'm coming back. I've learned my mistake back. Obviously, like I actually spoke to 2Bros. I was like, what did I do wrong last time? And they told me exactly why, because I was being too loud.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they said you were just too loud. So I know now.
Double whammy.
Keep talking.
Do you want one?
Wide angle camera, yes, please.
So I just know now to come back and just type down a little bit and bring a better stage presence.
What you got to think is, it's okay being energetic to draw people's attention, but then you got to keep people's attention.
Yeah.
Now, if you're drawing the attention for being like a bit too much, then they're going to think, "Fuck, I've looked at this guy for 2 seconds. That's too much." So and then your physique's going to capture their attention.
Yeah, I totally agree with that because even I knew I was too much.
Yeah.
You know, I thought, it's like I had a pre-workout or something. I was just jumping about stage. I thought, what's going on? But I reckon it's because the struggle that I went through, that prep, and it made me over 40, and I end up just coming on stage like I was fucking in a boxing match or something.
Thing is, well,
too much.
You're doing something you love.
Yeah.
So the energy's there, the passion's there. Sometimes it's a competition. Bodybuilding's one of these where it's like every man for himself, dog eat dog. So you're going to be hyped up.
I was too hyped up, and but obviously now I know what I did drunk last time, so I come back and fix those and come back with a better stage presence. Nice and relaxed and just get the job done professionally.
Bit of composure.
Yeah, composure.
Yeah.
That's the main. That was you took the words out of my mouth. So composure and just be professional.
You got it, man. I'm going to look at the calendar later on and try and work out this show.
Yeah, so
I'm thinking it's about 24 weeks away. 2024.
It'd be more. But
we'll see.
I'm excited for it anyway. I know my weaknesses. I know what I need to do and improve. And the thing that I like about Scott as well, because is that he's kind of similar to Rob in his way, because them two don't bullshit. Rob does not bullshit. If he thinks something's wrong, he'll tell you straight. So big shout out to Rob Taylor. You know, he's a great coach and a great person. And Scott is a good man as well. And he'll tell you, like, man, you need to work on this, you need to do this. And I feel like anyone needs a coach like that, because if someone's telling you great all the time, you're gonna be too big headed, you're gonna not want to work hard. Blowing smoke up your ass. So you need someone to tell you straight. And I love somebody telling me how he is.
Yeah.
Because
it's going to keep you on your toes and only make you better as well.
Definitely. So I'm excited. So if you are competing this year, just think the beast is coming. I'm coming to do what I do. Yeah. And just we're composure this time. I'm really I'm starving. I'm not even hungry. I'm starving. Yeah. So
that's a dangerous man coming at you there.
I'm starving.
Very, very, very hungry.
I'm starving for it. So just want to prove to myself as well.
You got any more questions, Jay?
I was going to ask something totally unrelated to bodybuilding. Obviously, being from Nigeria.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on the music culture obviously taking over the UK?
It's absolutely class. Do you know what it is?
Just a DJ question I have to ask you.
It's absolutely mad, because like people like Wizkid, people like Burna Boy, and they're just smashing the scene. I'm thinking that's absolutely mad, because with me, I'm fluently Nigerian. Man. Some people think I'm born here with how I speak. They think, it's very Yorkshire, Wakefield, blah blah. But if I was to speak to my mum or anyone back home, Nigerian so fluently, but my language is so easy. It might sound hard, but it's in English as well. It's written in English. So if I was to say Jamie and Jay, I'd be like, if I was to say Jamie and Jay, I'm on a podcast, and with Jamie and Jay, I'd say Mo wani podcast pẹ̀lú Jamie and Jay. So you can still understand your name has been spoken in between there. So if I was to say I want to get like a full English breakfast with Jamie and Jay, I'll be like, Mo fẹ́ jẹ full English pẹ̀lú Jamie àti Jay. So it means I want to have full English.
Two of my best mates when I was DJing from Tanzania, the Banji boys, and they're not going to be watching this. But I used to obviously, when they would be in conversation with each other, that's what you'd hear, and then obviously they bring me in.
They'll bring you in.
They bring me in. But yeah, man, I like the with regards to I used to be like a resident DJ at an Afrobeats night, so I used to play all the obviously Burna Boy, P Square,
P Square,
So all
the band, them boys.
I DJ for the band.
Wow!
When Oliver Twist dropped,
that's absolutely class. So, the band is very well known in Nigeria, and there's an old school guy as well from Nigeria, like Anyide, people like that. But you might not know them; they're more old school,
right?
But what most people don't know as well, this is really interesting for the podcast. I mean, like, to talk about.
This is going over your head now.
Who are these people?
My dad is actually a king in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I come from like a royal family. One must don't know.
Wow.
Rob knows.
Yeah, yeah.
People like Tom, like Zened, people like that, they know.
Wow.
But most people don't know. Like, so my dad was like a very wealthy guy back home.
Yeah.
Like, we grew up in a palace. So my dad in Nigeria, and if you do your research, he's called Oba Bashiru Oloworosoke. So my dad, if you put his name on Google or anything, it will tell you the history
You
of.
have to spell that one in the description.
So it's like he's if you're Nigerian, or if you just put my last name on Google, it'll come up with my dad and everyone.
That's it,
so
man.
we all used to live in a palace together, and the lifestyle was amazing. You know, like
mad.
just royalty. Like I remember we used to go to shop, and my dad would be in car. Someone would be driving him, about 10 cars behind him. Driving mad cars like G-Wagons, like loads of different cars behind me, dad. And security with guns and like mad. I'm thinking, what's going on?
And obviously, going back to the beginning of the podcast, you've gone from obviously living that lifestyle to being over here, getting bullied to a certain point, because you couldn't speak English.
Yeah.
Which is mad, and it's like
and it's mad because people don't know. I only came to this country not because of the lifestyle. Lifestyle back home was so much better. I came to this country because we came to learn English, to learn the lifestyle, to improve the education, because education back home is not as good. So my mum got us up here to learn. I'm still fake as fuck, to be fair. but
you can lift weights, bro. It doesn't matter.
The school that I went to is probably the worst school in Wakefield.
Oh, God.
I could have gone to there's a school in Wakefield called Outward Grange, which is what area I'm from, and there's this school that's called Cathedral. I've gone into the school that's the worst school ever. You don't let nothing. Kids just used to get into fights every day. They're not, but it's a little bit better now. It's mad because the school that I went to was just shocking. But my little sister, she's born here. My little brother's born here as well. So they went to a proper school that I should have gone to. The school that I went to, oh my God.
You as the guinea pig.
I was literally,
go find a school.
I was literally the guinea pig. I was bad. So, yeah, so we lived a really good life. And my dad was like, I don't fear a lot of man, but my dad was he's scary. He's just, he's high and he's disrespectful. Obviously, like, as being a king, he makes the rules. He tells people what to do and stuff like that. And he was very powerful,
did
man.
Did your dad move with you, or did he?
No, my dad has got like 10 wives, about 100 kids.
Right, okay.
So they all live in different country. He's some man. Honestly, he's
some man.
He's got some money, some stupid ass money. So
wow.
And you came from a really good background. I mean, like, obviously being like that as a king, you can have as many wives as you want.
Yeah.
And he can actually afford it, and he's got a lifestyle. And the only mad thing is jealousy with wives and stuff. You know, everyone they were just want him for what he's got. You know, but I was never like that, and I was just always. My mum has always taught us well and brought us up well. Like, if you need to earn something, don't be using your dad's name.
No, so you haven't got 10
you're
birds
in
on the
UK
go.
here. Don't be thinking your dad's this. Keep that to yourself. But it's good to let people know.
That's
Obviously,
amazing.
Flex Magazine knew, because when they did an article, they did say Prince back in Nigeria wanted to take over the scene of bodybuilding in UK. So they knew that anyway. But the lifestyle was amazing back home. I've never been back, to be fair. When I go back now, they probably won't know. Wow, obviously I'm a lot bigger now than what I used to be. But yeah, my dad was the real proper
deal
man. He was the real deal.
That's a good name as well. That is. I was thinking Prince Aziz.
Yeah, it's a good name. So like I mean, like, he gave us. I still thank him for this. You know, like, he made me into a man that I am. You know I don't rely on him for anything. I've never really do. Obviously, sometimes when it comes to visit my mum, they're always on and off when it comes to visit my mum and that.
Yeah.
And he just used to give us a bit of money and stuff and look after us. But it's not really for what I want him for, because I just work and graft for my own stuff anyway. Yeah. But you know, he's like, my mum has got a couple of houses out there, you know, in Nigeria. I've got land. My dad actually gave me a land.
Wow.
Before obviously he passed.
You need to get out there, man.
I've sold my land, which I should have really built. I've sold my land, but he's good, man. You know, rest in peace, Dad.
Have you ever been back?
I've never really been back, to be fair. I've never really been back, so I'm going to go back and obviously, like, have the proper food.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the food tastes. My mom does cook as well. She's a great cook. She's actually a chef. My mom, she's got a business on Instagram called Taste of Africa.
Right.
So she's doing really well with it. So all these big restaurants in Leeds and big events, my mom cooks for them, and people are thinking they're making it because she's got that touch of food that
it's like that authentic African food.
Yeah, like
probably,
jollof rice, fried rice.
Yeah.
I'll show you her Instagram page. It's called Monsaw Kitchen, so Taste of Africa.
Yeah.
She's going to be opening her own shop soon in Wakefield as well,
Wicked.
called Taste of Africa. It's unreal. So the food is 10 out of 10. So she's not going to be just doing Nigeria food. She's going to be doing a bit of both English and a few of mixed culture food.
That's it. We're taking the podcast on the road, Jay.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
We're doing some food challenges.
Yeah.
Give it a couple of months, bro.
And you know what? The food's healthy as well.
Yeah.
You know, it's chicken, it's all
There you go.
grilled.
Prep food.
Yeah, she does prep food as well. She preps all my food and stuff. So
Job on.
Job done.
I'll show you the quality of the food as well. So it's her passion from day one. I mean, like I said, I get my drive through my mom. Not only she's got her own business, like she's got her own houses. She does a bit of everything.
Yeah.
Houses, food. She used to have a jewelry shop back home, and she's
a machine.
because she's been through what she's been through. She's a machine. She's just all around because she knows to make money, to do stuff. You don't just make money off one thing.
Yeah.
You make money off piece of everything.
Yeah. I like it.
So
That's a
I
good
use
message.
that drive from her really.
Well,
Wicked, man.
This timer is approaching the end, so what we'll do, I think, unless you've got anything else to say.
No, I
or
was
ask.
going to go into it
Yeah,
and you know, really appreciate you coming on the podcast.
Yeah, man.
Aziz.
Honestly,
It's been good
guys,
fun.
it's a good setup you've got here, and I'm really grateful to be a part of this podcast and to be able to talk
good.
about the ups and downs that I've had, and everyone's got their own, battles that they've been through. So my message across is really simple. Never judge anyone. If you don't really know the real stuff, what's been going on in their lives or all like that. Some people can look on Instagram and think, fuck me, he's got a perfect life. He's cashed off, he's this. But deep down, is that person happy? There could be something that might be wrong health-wise that's not right for the person that has been going on, and they probably don't want to speak about it. But I needed to talk about this. I've been looking for ages. I wanted to make an Instagram video to talk about it, guys. This is what's been happening with my skin, blah, blah, blah. I'm glad that I've been able to talk about it because my friends, my mom, everybody, all my friends that's close to me, they know this.
Yeah.
They know. Even Rob knows about it as well. He knows the skin. I used to use cream and he used to just... And I used to think, what the fuck's wrong with my body? He fucked my head up so much.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad. I want to thank God that, I've been able to overcome that. And, all I'm saying is never give up, guys. Always have faith, because you will see that light at the end of tunnel. And if you are struggling, most important thing, you've got friends to speak to. Speak to your friends. It don't make you less of a man not speaking. You need to get your feelings across and speak.
Yeah.
Speak out and what certain person can make a big impact to your life and just change your mood and stuff. And whenever you're feeling a bit of anxiousness, anxiety, go for a walk. That helps me. Or maybe get into gym or do stuff that you love to do, or ring somebody.
Don't go out all weekend, Friday to Sunday.
Don't go out all weekend and socializing.
Yeah.
Your friend might be saying, to get to de-stress, you come out for a drink. Fuck me, guys. I've done that so many times. It does not work.
No.
You can challenge. You can channel that in so many ways to not go off rails. Just find a healthy way to actually de-stress. But by going out, it's not going to help you de-stress. It's going to stretch you out even more. Because at the end of the day, it's only you that's going to be in that feeling on your own. So make sure, just you're putting in goodness into your body, because that will make you feel good.
Yeah.
Do you want to thank some sponsors?
I want to thank my sponsors as well, DY Nutrition. Massive thank you. I've just signed with DY, and I want to say a big thank you for helping me out. And also, we've got big plans coming. We're going to be at all the shows, the Two Bros, PCA. We're going to be everywhere, really. So, and I've actually got a call with the main man himself. A FaceTime call with Dorian Yates on Monday. So I'm excited for that. I want to say big thanks to Dorian as well. And Darren and all the guys at DY Nutrition for believing in me, and we've got a big year coming and big things to come. Thank you. Jamie, thank you, Jay, for having me on this podcast. Man. There's big things to come, and you guys are doing a great job. And keep it up, man.
Thank you,
I'm so happy to be here.
Thank you.
Epic.
Episode 11 done and dusted.
Job done.
You'll be happy to know you won't have to see me for about 2 or 3 weeks now.
Maybe I got a break now.
Twice in
1 week.
So I want to ask you, anyway, what's your plans, guys? What are you doing? Are you just off season retired or what's going on?
We'll discuss this off camera. More secrets.
Secrets, yeah. Shit. Right, thank you very much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and we shall see you on episode 12 in a few weeks. Peace.
Nice.
Peace out, guys.